What's up, fight fans? This is Squared Circle Productions. I'm about to hit y'all with a boxing MMA update. Okay, a lot of stuff done happened in the last two, and I'm going to hit you with this. First on the plate, in UFC, Anderson Silva versus Nick Diaz. Anderson Silva got the win, okay, but a day or two later, it was found out that Spider tested positive for steroids, and Nick Diaz tested positive for marijuana. So, just throw that out there. That might be a topic for a rant a little bit later, but it seemed like it's being a lot of little drug busts and stuff, and people getting busted for drugs and stuff now in the UFC. I got a theory on that. I may speak about it in a future rant, but let's keep it rolling. Miesha Tate versus Sarah McMahon. Miesha Tate came out with the win. Ronda Rousey versus Kat Zingano. She won 14 seconds into the first round with a straight armbar submission. Ben Henderson versus Brandon Thatch. He won by submission, rear naked choke, 3:58 of the fourth round. As a side note, this was Ben Henderson's first fight at welterweight. So he done stepped up, man. So, I have previously reported that he lost to Cowboy Cerrone at lightweight here like a month apart, and he came back and won. So congratulations, Ben, and best of luck and success to you in the welterweight division. Frank Mir versus Antonio Silva, win, KO, 3:19 in the first round, and he made it look easy, man. I mean, real, man. I think Frank Mir can win the title again. So we'll see. Keeping it rolling. We're gonna go into boxing. Tyson Fury beat Christian Hammer, TKO in the 8th round in the heavyweight fight. Okay, so that's one piece of that heavyweight puzzle starting to come together. Another piece, shall we say. Carl Frampton versus Chris Avalos, win, TKO in the 5th round, junior featherweight division. Okay, Chris Eubank Jr. versus Dmitry Chudanov, TKO 12th round, middleweight bout. Virgil Hill versus Jimmy Campbell, TKO 2nd round, cruiserweight bout. As a side note, Virgil Hill, 51 years old, inducted into the Hall of Fame, turned right back around, and fought another match. Okay, I just had the bug, had to get it out. So he went and did it. But once again, an OG coming back, proving to you that, hey, man, if you keep yourself in shape, you can do some things. Now he didn't fight the greatest of competition, but still, he's a 51-year-old man. Okay, and he haven't fought in probably like 4 years. Okay, you got Julian Rodriguez versus Raul Tovar. TKO, was that round 1, junior welterweight fight. Tony Thompson versus Adlanir Solis, TKO 8th round, heavyweight bout. Cletus Selvin versus Johnny Garcia, TKO, I believe that's the 5th round, junior welterweight fight. Raymond Serrano versus Jeremy Bryan, win, 10 rounds, welterweight, Raymond Serrano. Okay, Diego De La Hoya with the win over Marcel Roman, 8th round, junior featherweight. Diego De La Hoya is Oscar De La Hoya's cousin. So we'll keep an eye on him as he progresses in the junior featherweight division. Tayshaun Dong versus Roy McCreary, win in the 4th round, heavyweight. As a side note, Tayshaun Dong is 7 feet tall, 282 pounds. So he is the next big thing for real. Shout out to the Wu-Tang Clan. Hey. Amnat Ruing Roang versus Zhou Shiming. He won his IBF. He defended his IBF title successfully with the 12-round decision over Zhou. Wow fight. You should check out the highlights. I posted it on my own Twitter account. So if you go to SquaredCircleET at Twitter, at SquaredCircleET on Twitter, you'll see the clip. In PBC's premiere on NBC, you had Adrian Broner successful win in the 12th round super lightweight bout versus John Molina. And Keith Thurman retained his title, his WBA welterweight title, versus Robert Guerrero. And it was a pretty decent fight, you know. We're going to talk about these upcoming fights in boxing. March 14th, Kovalev versus Pascal for the IBF, the WBO, and the WBA light heavyweight belts. March 28th, Kell Brook versus Jojo Dan for the IBF welterweight title. April 4th, Adonis Stevenson versus Sakio Bika for the WBC light heavyweight championship. April 18th, Terrence Crawford versus Thomas DeLong for the vacated WBO junior welterweight belt. Terrence Crawford stepping up from lightweight division. Okay, so there'll be an interesting turn of events there. April 25th, of course, Bryant Jennings versus Vladimir Klitschko for Klitschko's IBF, WBA, WBO, IBO world heavyweight titles. And the one, the only, with no equal, May 2nd, Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Yeah, the one you've been waiting for. All the hype, all the delays, all the waiting is finally here. In the words of Mills Lane, let's get it on! Alright, in MMA, you got Chris Cyborg is calling out Ronda Rousey. He wants to fight at 135 pounds, so that'll be interesting. You know, Cyborg is with another organization. I've been following them on Twitter. I forgot which one, so you know, hey, but I just want to put it out there that when you got a fighter from a different organization calling out another fighter, especially in MMA, it's a lot harder to get that going because it's not like boxing where, you know, the WBA, WBC, WBO, you know, they'll get it done. They can get it done a lot faster than MMA, you know, because it's just really, at this point, people act like UFC is the only one that really exists. That's why I like to cover some of these other ones. But to be honest with you, UFC is a more established brand, and so more people easily recognize it. So, you know, you got to kind of speak the language of the people. So, but yeah, on that note, I'm able to get access to MAV TV now, so I will be checking out a lot more of King of the Cage events, and I'm going to, you know, scout some of these fighters here, and I'm going to see who's who and what's what, and which guys I think could potentially be big stars in the UFC in the future. So I will be talking about these people and kind of chronicling their career, you know, so in the event that they do jump to the UFC, you know, we got the heads up scoop on it and kind of let you know, hey man, this is somebody you might want to keep your eye on because he ain't no rookie. He's not new to this. He's true to this. You know, he done went through the battles before in King of the Cage. So, you know, and keep an eye on them Bellator dudes too, which is going into my last little item on the list. Bellator 138 is scheduled for June, and it's going to be Ken Shamrock versus Kimbo Slice. Now, a lot of people really don't remember, but they were supposed to fight some years back, and something happened, and they got hurt. So then I think they were supposed to put in Frank Shamrock was supposed to fight Kimbo in Ken's place. And then something went down with that. And at the last minute, they put in this dude named Seth Petrozelli. And this is when Kimbo was first really hitting big, and he was in Elite XC. Okay, and they had a little deal with CBS at the time, and they was showing some of their bouts and stuff. They had a little show that they would do like every other, once a month or so on CBS, late night, like around 10 o'clock or, and 10:30 or whatever. So Kimbo was really buzzing because he was still huge from his internet YouTube videos of them underground street fights and stuff. And, a lot of people was like, man, this guy's the next thing, the big thing. So, I mean, this particular fight, man, like he had signed a contract with him, and he had like 3 fights, I think. And, he won all his fights, and, he fought different people, and he had good fights, because like I said, he was raw. But, he went up in there, and he all the stars was out. I mean, Sylvester, they was in Miami, man. Sylvester Stallone was there. Madonna came out. Hulk Hogan came out. It was just like a lot of the big time celebrities and stars came out to watch Kimbo. And man, dude, he got knocked out. Dude, I was like, dang. I mean, in Petrozelli, man, it was like he scared himself because, like, basically, dude came out and Petrozelli was kind of backed up, and he just let one fly, and he stunned him. And it was like he froze up for like a half second and realized what he did, and he just rushed him and just started hitting. And he just threw a flurry, you know what I'm saying? And they stopped it. I was like, oh, my man, But then again, Petrozelli, he did something similar like that to, what's the boy, the big one, the beast, what they call him, Bob Sapp. Yeah, he fought him, and he cold-cocked him. And pretty much the same way, just followed up on it and beat him down, But, that'll always be a thing that Seth Petrozelli will be known for, the man who knocked out Kimbo Slice. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and he was like one of the first ones to do it. So, that he did it when it was like a real big thing, because this dude was pretty much invincible. He was on some Mike Tyson stuff back then. So, yeah, man. But, I'm going to hit you up again next week or so, or in a couple months, about a month or so. I like to give y'all a little bit of time in between the boxing updates and stuff, because, like, it's a lot of stuff that happens, but, I'll try to, like, cover a bigger span of things. I think it's a little bit better that way. So, right now, I'm kind of running out of ideas for rants, so, hit me up in the comment box, or hit me up on Twitter, at SquaredCircleET. And give me some ideas and stuff for rants or things you'd like to see or topics you'd like to be discussed. Thank you. Peace out. One love.